Hello and welcome. My name's Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind The Country Chic Cottage. Today we're going to talk about what is white toner printing. Now this is a continuation on my printer series. So recently we've been talking about DTF or direct to film printers, and now I'm going to kind of transfer into white toner printing with some of my videos. So what we want to walk through in this video is exactly what white toner printing is. You may have heard that term or you may never have heard that term, but either way, let's talk about what it is and kind of what it involves. And then in future videos, I am going to have a white toner printer and do a setup process in one of the videos. And then we are going to talk about the pressing process as well in another video. And of course, I will have laundry tests for you to see just how long white toner printing will last. And in the end, I hope to have some comparisons for you between different types of printing so you can make a great decision on which one is right for you. So now, if you've heard the term white toner printer, what exactly is that? So a white toner printer is a printer that prints with white toner. So it is a laser printer. That's where the toner portion comes in. And it prints in CMYW. Most printers, standard printers like an inkjet printer you might have, print in CMYK. So that's cyan, yellow, magenta, and black. CMYW is the cyan, yellow, magenta, and white. So it does print with a white toner in this case. And you use a white toner printer to print on a special film, and then you'll do some things to it, which we'll get to in a minute. But you print on this special film and apply to garments and so much more. So with a white toner printer, you can apply this to a wide variety of surfaces. And I'm just going to touch on just a few of those in this video, but trust me, you can put it on a lot of different surfaces. Now you all have definitely been asking me because of the sublimation printing, how can I print white? And white toner printing is one option that's on the market. That means you can go on any fabric and any color. So if you wanted to print something that was white or had white in the design on a black garment, yes, a white toner printer would get you to that end result. And one of the main things that made me want to jump into white toner printing and giving that as an option for you is that the printer has zero maintenance. Because it is a laser printer, I could print on it today, unplug it and not print on it for 2 months, plug it in and it would print just like I had printed yesterday. So there is zero maintenance involved. So definitely not a printer that you are going to have to continually do things to. You can print when you want to print and let it sit when you just want to let it sit. In a future video, I'm going to review the Creo white toner printer. And so that's what I'm going to kind of reference here with my numbers when we talk about costs here in a minute. So the Creo printer itself comes with RIP software. So you do want to make sure any printer that you consider purchasing, white toner printer, comes with a RIP software, or it would have to be an additional investment. A RIP software is what is going to translate your image to print with a printer that prints with white ink. So it's going to translate whatever image you have, whatever design you have, to print correctly on the white toner printer. And that includes adding that white to the design so that it prints correctly and is ready to put on your shirt. Now when you print with a white toner printer, you do print to a specialized film or specialized paper. So you will need to purchase that specialized film or paper. And there are a wide variety. I'll probably do a video just on the films. There are a wide variety in the market and you'll just need to pick the one that is applicable to what you're creating. So there are ones for light fabrics, dark fabrics. There's going to be ones that give you like a foil type effect. There are going to be a ton of different papers or films that you can print with your white toner printer. So then what's going to happen is that film is going to pick up by your printer and the printer is going to apply your color. Now that RIP software has done all the work for you here. The printer prints very, very quickly and it is completely dry when it comes out of the printer. The colors you see when it comes out of the printer may vary from the colors that you actually see when you press, because parts of your design will probably have a white layer of toner over the top. That is okay. It will still look fine once you press it. Now the Creo printer that I'm going to review, the maximum print size is actually 11 by 17 or tabloid size paper. So you can get these in a wide variety of print sizes as well. Very small ones that just print like letter size or legal size paper, and ones that print larger as well. So let's talk about the process just a little bit. So you'll send your image through the RIP software. The RIP software you will then print to that white toner printer. You have that specialized paper or film installed, and it prints onto that. Once it prints onto that, you do have to do a few more steps after it comes out of your printer. The first is going to be what they call a marrying process, and that is basically putting the adhesive on the back of that toner. So you're going to do the marrying process to add the adhesive to the back, and then you can go ahead and press it to your shirt. Most films are a cold peel, so you do want to be aware of that time you would need to allow it to cool. Then you'll peel back the film or the carrier sheet from the top, and you would need to do a second press in order to kind of embed it into the fabric and sort of get a matte, more professional appearance at the end. So I will note here that you might experience a learning curve with this process. I do feel like that once you get over that learning curve and get used to the process, that it does get easier over time. But in the beginning, as with any new process, you will probably experience a learning curve to the process itself. And we will talk more in detail about the pressing process, the ins and outs, and I will experiment with a few things in a future video. So if you're interested in purchasing a white toner printer, you will want to look for a printer, like I said, that has RIP software included, and also that has manufacturing support and a warranty. Those are going to be the most important things to look for with your printer. So I chose the Creo after looking at several different ones, but there are others on the market that you might consider as well. The Creo itself, the model that I am going to review, is an $8,000 printer. So this is not a small investment in your business. I do want to say that. I was very impressed with their website and the fact that they have calculators on there that will calculate how long it will take you to make your investment back. I was very impressed with that portion. So if you are at all interested, I would head to their website and sort of run through those calculations for yourself. They are also very helpful if you want them to help you run through the calculations. So I do think with the investment that you need to make, a white toner printer is not going to be for everyone. And yes, you can buy white toner prints from other places. Like there are businesses that just sell white toner prints. So you could definitely experience the pressing process and all the benefits of the pressing process that we are going to talk about. You can definitely experience those without making that initial investment. But we do want to talk about, of course, how much the initial investment costs. So the printer itself, and then the printer comes with toner. The toner refills are like, I'm going to like round numbers here, about $100. However, the toner does last a very long time. Generally, just depends on what you print. And then of course you're gonna have all those special materials. So I mentioned you had to print a special film, you have to marry it with adhesive, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to kind of average $2 a print. It is going to depend on the material you use, of course, and what type of effects. Like I mentioned, there's several different papers and films and things that you could print on. So I'm just gonna kind of average, it's gonna be $2 for the materials themselves. So what are some of the pros and cons of white toner printing? So first of all, you are going to get a printer that is easy to operate, no maintenance. It also prints very, very fast, which I personally really appreciated. The feel on the shirt is very thin, really feels great. And they approximate 50 plus laundry cycles for the longevity, as long as you do the entire process correctly. Of course, it prints white, could go on any garment, can go on any color, and it can also go on a wide variety of other surfaces. That includes making decals, putting it on paper, making stickers. You can put it on like Mylar balloons. Like it has such a low pressing temperature. You can put it on mugs. I've seen it on mugs and tumblers. There are a wide variety of applications that you can use the white toner prints on. And then also because it's like a printing ink process, it also is very stretchable. So you can put it on those shirts that stretch and not have any issues. So those are your basics of white toner printing. And we are going to get into more specifics in future videos. If you don't want to miss any of those videos, I will have a white toner printing interest list in the description below this video. So if you want to learn more and be sure not to miss anything, be sure to sign up for our email list. Otherwise, I want you to drop down below into the comment section and ask me all of the questions you have about white toner printing. That way I can be sure to include those in a future video or answer them in the comment section below. Now, if you liked this video, if it helped you, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna have even more white toner printer content and other printers as well, and you don't wanna miss any of those. So thank y'all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.